It was the dream house the Okafor family had been praying for, a spacious, affordable, and beautiful apartment in the heart of the city. Mr. and Mrs. Okafor couldn't believe their luck when the landlord offered it at such a bargain price. They packed their belongings and moved in with their young children, grateful for the blessing. From the very first night, something felt off. Mrs. Okafor, a light sleeper, woke up to the faint sound of pounding in the kitchen. Bum, bum, bum. It went as if someone was pounding yam or herbs. She assumed it was a figment of her imagination. After all, it had been a long day of moving and settling in. But the sounds didn't stop. Each night, at about midnight, they grew louder. A rhythm of cooking and movement filled the kitchen. Fear kept Mrs. Okafor in bed, clutching her husband, who slept soundly, oblivious of the eerie happenings. One night, curiosity got the better part of her. Gripping her Bible, she tiptoed to the kitchen, peeped through the crack. She froze. There by the counter stood a woman she had never seen before. The figure's back was turned, but her motions were deliberate, like she was cooking for a feast. Who, who are you? Mrs. Okafor whispered, her voice trembling. The woman didn't answer. Slowly, she turned her head. But before her face could be seen, she vanished into thin air. The pot she had been stirring clung loudly to the ground. Fear froze Mrs. Okafor to a spot. The loud sound from the pot woke everyone. After narrating her story, at first, her husband, Mr. Okafor, dismissed her fears as a bad dream. But when their 5-year-old son claimed to have seen a big, scary woman in the hallway, he couldn't ignore it anymore. Mrs. Okafor sought counsel from their pastor, a man known for his spiritual insight. After much prayer, the truth was revealed. The pastor described a terrifying vision of the house foundation, soaked in the blood of a pregnant woman and her unborn child. The landlord, desperate for wealth and power, had made a dark pact. He sacrificed the lives of the innocent to secure his diabolic gains, binding their souls to the house forever. The spirit of the woman now roams the premises seeking justice for the horrors done to her and her child. Brother Okafor, I will advise you to leave that house as soon as possible. Flee for the sake of your lives. But, Pastor, we just moved in few weeks ago. Mr. Okafor stuttered. Well, that's my candid advice. The battle will be fierce. Hope you are ready. Heartbroken, the Okafor family packed their belongings. The house they had fallen in love with was a trap, a graveyard of greed and wickedness. As they drove away, Mrs. Okafor glanced back one last time. In the upstairs window, she saw a woman watching them behind the curtain. She immediately turned and focused on where they were going to. The family found a new home, safe and far from the cursed property. But the memory of those haunting nights never left them in a hurry, especially Mrs. Okafor. A chilling reminder that beauty can hide unimaginable darkness. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that subscription button and like this video. Share also to your loved ones. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever heard a similar tales in your neighborhood? I would love to hear about it. Till next time, stay safe and stay vigilant. Thank you for your time.